Dragons. And junk drawer. Hello.
Hi.
We're back.
Welcome back.
We missed you.
The dinosaur movie?
Is that a movie that called We're Back?
We're back. How dare you?
Oh,
Justin just clutched his pearls.
Oh, the weird John Goodman one.
Yeah.
Watch your mouth. I almost swore we have to wait for 1 minute.
Yeah, because so many things we've done have been monetized.
There's a real hard F coming, dude.
A frick.
F.
Dude,
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer. We are back with another episode this week, and we are going to lead it off with Carlos. What you got for us? Any announcements? Any things you'd like to say to the people?
Hello, people. Not much. I'm going to give my usual shout out to Random Encounter Productions. I'm still trying to work through some technical difficulties on my end, and then hopefully I'll be joining them soon. But usually I'll play with them on Monday nights, even when I'm not there. Go check them out on Mondays. It's really fun. Also, I wanted to shout out Redbubble real quick, because we have been making some sales there. So I know that the link is somewhere in one of the social media things that someone can say for me, because I don't remember where the hell they are.
It's definitely in YouTube. I can add it to Twitch.
Bam, that. So thank you guys so much for your support. Anything Black Lives Matter related, I am going to be donating all of those proceeds to Black Lives Matter organizations and charities once the first official check comes in, all that jazz. And then we have one junk drawer related design up as of now. I am working on resizing some of the artwork that I have done in the past to make more designs. I think we've sold like 3 or 4 shirts of the design that's already up there, which is awesome. Even though one of those sales was me, because I wanted one. So I'm going to resize some of the other stuff up there. So I'm going to be throwing up more junk drawer art into merchandise if you wish to purchase. And we will keep you posted when that happens.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Carlos, for that wonderful announcement of cool and awesomeness. We're going to go next to the least cool and awesome person, Josh.
I knew it.
I'm just kidding. Josh is really cool and awesome. You should get to know him and his penis.
Yeah, but maybe. I don't know about that part. We'll see. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. So my shout out this week is to traffic lights for stopping accidents. That's it. I was walking back from the park and I saw traffic lights and no one got hurt. And I'm like, wow, good job stopping traffic accidents.
Josh, what else did you see?
Obama.
I also saw a very small bong that looked like someone smoked crack out of it.
Nature.
Wow, nature is healing. Oh, and fuck you, Donovan.
Hey, okay, there we are. Up next, we have the Michael Spillane. What you got for us, buddy?
I'll stop that. Follow us on Instagram at The Junk Drawer Show. Got some clips and stuff that we're going to be posting up on there. We just had a podcast with Justin and Josh come out yesterday. Yesterday. Time is a construct. I don't know what it is anymore. Road to Freaks, where they go ahead and put together the playlist. Josh has another podcast with a friend of his who is a former beekeeper coming out next Monday. So be on the lookout for that. And aside from that, wear a mask. Thanks.
Strong agree with the mask thing.
Yeah, yep.
But before we get to me, most important, the most beautiful, the most employed in Orlando, Dice Daddy, Justin Velez. What do you got for us, buddy?
I know what you're talking about. First and foremost, I would like to plug Roll20. Roll20, we are not sponsored by you, but please respond to text. Why won't you call me back? Just call me back.
Dad?
It was important time to me, too.
Roll20 left, and they got cigarettes, but they're back. They're back, baby. No, we've been using Roll20 since, I want to say, December, when we first started this super fun experiment, even though if it was not streamed. really great resource if you continue to practice safe social distancing, which you should, and you're looking to scratch that itch of role play and hanging out with your friends. Strongly recommend Roll20, and I strongly recommend their marketplace. So, some people that you use, Justin. Oh, I have those. We use Gabriel Picard's maps. All the swamp stuff has been his. We have a few extra monster tokens that are made by Brass Badger. I've used some by David Morth as well. Devin Knight does a great bunch of tokens, and also Mythic Portal Games for anything that has been Stoic and Temple-y. But most importantly is the first love of my life, which is David Hemingway. He doesn't know that, but I had a very brief conversation with him on Twitter, and he said just shout him out. So I love you, and why won't you call me back? Other things I would like to plug. I would like to cancel all four of you for being so goddamn delightful and stealing my heart.
Woo! Canceled.
Grand Theft Heart.
And also shout out to Cholula, because you make burritos that much better.
Here, here.
Fair.
And I, of course, will round everything out. I would like to thank my beautiful wife for allowing me to play Imagination with you four schmoes, as I do every single week. And I also want to say fuck you to whoever made this this D4, because I hate the way that it works and looks and just everything about it. So fuck you, person. No, this is terrible. I just found this in my dice bag and I'm upset.
Burn it. Burn it.
I have negative feelings.
Burn it.
You have a backyard now. Make a fire pit for that one dice.
I'm actually going to make a fire pit, but now it's going to be for that dice, and Shannon doesn't know.
That's the whole purpose.
And yeah, that's really all I have. So, after all of that being said, Dice Daddy, whenever you're ready.
Okay. So last time we were all together, we had just left Zunu's lair, where he had requested the four of you, or five of you, to get these slabs from a nearby temple of Lizardfolk, giving Alder the information and the location of the temple. The four of you, or five of you, I keep forgetting about Gava, reconvened. And through that, kind of walked through some of the memories that were triggered by the experience with Zunu. Memories were triggered. Things kind of passed by. Thok found out that he has a new ability of possibly tapping into some of Manu's abilities, which they will be practicing on, hopefully. Eventually, morning comes. Gava had decided to stay behind, as he didn't find himself useful for our oncoming mission. Eventually, the four of you were able to get to your temple, which was this lizardy temple, drippings and whatnot. And believe last we left it, Alder had his foot on a pressure plate, and Thok had just did mold earth around his foot as Alder kind of slipped his foot out. So, if you could, excuse me, everyone, please position yourselves for me.
I'll wait for Alder to position himself, because I would assume I'm next to him.
So is right where my character is at currently the pressure plate that I am on?
Roughly.
Hmm?
I said roughly.
Okay. So in that case, I would probably be moving to get down to this hallway to get through that door.
And I was in front of you in case shit went down. I was going to literally pull you out of the way.
That's correct. That's right. You were in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'd probably be about here, kind of. Right?
Seems right to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Alder, as you gently and very tenderly took your foot out of the pressure plate, Thok, describe to me mold earth again. Give me what you were doing.
I was, I can shape 5 foot. Sorry, I'm looking it up right now.
Was it mold earth or stone shape?
Stone shape.
Okay.
Give me some deets on stone shape, please.
Stone shape. Sorry about that. Stone shape. You touch a stone object of medium size or smaller, or a section of stone no more than 5 feet in dimension, and is formed in any shape that suits your purpose. So, for example, you can shape a large rock into a weapon, idol, or coffee, or make a small passage through a wall, as long as it looks like a wall that is 5 feet thick. You also can shape stone doors and frame the seal of door shut. The object you create can have hinges, blah blah blah. So essentially, I can mold like I can shape stone. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to shape the stone around it to go over the lock from preventing it to go up.
Okay. Let me see here.
And keeping it suppressed. Sure.
Okay. Keeping it suppressed. And that's not a concentration or anything like that?
I think that is a concentration.
Okay.
Nope, instantaneous.
Instantaneous. So you just have to hope you put enough pressure on the plate, right?
Correct.
Great. Okay. How many pounds of pressure did you put down?
As far down as it sank, I guess would have been the stone that I would have put over it. So if Alder's foot went down about an inch, I would have put about an inch of stone around the plate. Because I was trying to lock it into place with the stone. I wasn't trying to set anything on top of it.
Right, you were trying to lock it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Alder, as you lift your foot out, and Donner, as you kind of have your arm out, you don't feel any shifting of movement as your foot slowly kind of slinks up and over said pressure plate.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Thok. I guess eyes peeled, everybody. They're really protective church.
We should also probably move as fast as possible because I don't know how long it'll hold.
You said that you had the ability to see traps, kind of, right? That was a thing you can do.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Now that we've kind of gotten past this predicament, I think we should maybe utilize that skill.
I second that.
Then I make my way to where Donner is.
Okay.
And I will cast Find Traps. It's instantaneous, range up to 120 feet. You sense the presence of any trap within range that is within line of sight. A trap, for the purpose of the spell, includes anything that would inflict sudden and unexpected effects you consider harmful or undesirable, which was specifically intended for as such by the creator. I also see the alarm spell and any glyph of warding, or a mechanical pit trap, but it would not reveal natural weaknesses in the floor, unstable ceiling, and such.
Okay. So anything in your line of sight, and you have that hallway as your line of sight, correct?
Correct. I should move myself. Sorry about that.
Did you guys hear that?
I did.
That's the dog.
Dude, you're breaking the illusion.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, this place is so scary.
I hear dogs.
It sounds super sad.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't hear anything.
Someone needs to get booped on the nose. Boop, boop. Okay. So you see a flash there from your line of sight and the corner of something there.
And just there.
Yeah. You said line of sight, right?
Yeah.
120 feet.
120 feet. So,
I know what I said.
all right.
I heard what you said.
I learned the general nature of the danger it poses. So I don't know the mechanics of the trap. I just have the general idea of the nature of it.
Okay. Let me see here. This one's sharp.
Okay.
And this one's sharp.
Okay.
All right.
So I will point those two spots out. I'm like, don't go anywhere near there. or there.
Oh,
And
that
I'll
looks
turn.
that looks sharp.
I'll
Yep.
turn to look at the group, and I'll say, okay, I'll go first, and I'll kind of put my back up against the wall and go around this one,
Okay, which wall?
this wall right here, and I'm gonna kind of make my way downtown to
Walking
here.
fast.
Faces pass,
You're homebound.
and I'm nervous. So, I would get to here, and then I'd stop.
Okay.
Oh, that's not a wall. It's just open.
Yep, it's open. You're not hugging anything.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna sneak, walk real slow, take my
Okay.
time. to
As
get
you do,
there.
you hear a very like soft but audible kind of like a sucking sound of
And I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna turn and whisper, guys. The thing that's over there is disgusting. Be
Don't
very careful.
you heard it from here.
Do we all hear it?
You
Oh,
just call something disgusting. It's
I
currently.
mean, it doesn't sound good though. It doesn't sound nice.
So, real quick to DM question.
Yeah.
What can we see? Because he has dark vision, so he can see a lot more than us, right?
I can.
So you can see
It-
60 feet, or is it 30 feet?
Correct. 60. And I have dancing lights up, just kind of dim.
Okay.
So
I will reveal the area then. Because Crybaby Josh wants to see the area.
Wham, wham, motherfucker.
No, it's Crybaby Dremel. How dare you?
So you see the origin of these sucking sounds as you see four very dumb looking, because you don't know the intelligence of these things. They look like snails. They're just really big.
Do they seem
Hmm.
hostile?
They move very slowly.
But do they appear hostile?
Not at the
Yeah.
moment.
They appear disgusting, so
Are you saying we should kill it because it's disgusting?
no, it's not what I'm saying. I think
like
if
that's
we
what you're
try
saying.
and kill one, I think all of them would kind of like release. Oh god, it moves.
I mean, I'll think if they're not going to attack us, we just can sneak on by.
Has anyone ever seen these things before? I don't think I have.
You guys can
And do we know what these are?
roll nature checks.
Do I get advantage because I can see them?
No. Back up.
Oh. Haha.
I got a big old 6.
That is a natural 2.
Mine too.
That
What'd you
is
get,
a
Bob?
natural 1.
You guys are doing great. They just look like giant snails, so dumb, stupid. And you actually see like a trail of mucus as they're kind of moving around. Some of them are starting to go up on walls. This one's kind of just hanging out here. This one's moving like this way.
Wait, so can we all see this, or it's just me? Because I have, or whoever has dark vision.
Well, you have dancing lights up, right?
Oh, yeah, but they're not like super bright. I kept them low on purpose, so
I mean, whoever has dark vision can see the ones closest to them. If not, I mean, whoever rolled a nature check knows that they look like big dumb snails.
cool. Big dumb snails. Nice.
Hell
They're not
yeah, they say.
lizards, so I would assume they're in here to do us some kind of harm. Just kind of a assumption.
And then, is the design on the floor? Is this a design on the floor?
It's
That
different
was-
kind of etchings on the floor. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also curious about that.
Yeah. So am I.
I bet if we rotate it, there'll be some sort of path.
Well, what if we rotate it wrong?
Does it look like there's a way to like shift the patterns on the floor? I'm gonna like drop to a knee and look.
Okay. What are you looking specifically for?
I'm looking for like a mechanism if it'll like shift underneath me.
Okay. So you kind of get closer down. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
That's a 13.
Okay. 13. You kind of start testing some of the rocks to see if they shift. It doesn't look like they shift in like a kind of a clockwork function. However, with your 13, you actually notice that some of the rocks, as you move them, like you actually have to crack, and there's like this layer of, it's almost like, I wouldn't say it's glass. It's kind of like this crystalline. It looks almost like some kind of flat gem that, as you kind of like slam, like originally like this gem was like melted down, spread out, and then when it hardened, it was just on there.
Uh-huh.
As you kind of just shift it, and you hear like cracks and creaks as this crystalline starts turning into a little bit of dust as you try to move and shift things.
Okay, I say that to the group that's a thing that's going on.
I take a couple steps forward to look at it.
Okay.
Can I gain any more information about it?
Go ahead and roll another. You know what? Roll a perception check.
Perception? All right. 5.
5.
I will help him perceive things.
Okay, roll at advantage. Alder, get next to Dremel, please.
Oh, that helped. Modded 20.
Modded 20. Okay. So, excuse me. As Donner kind of points it out to you, you see that this crystal is, this very flat crystal is a specific kind of off bluish, almost clear diamondish hueish color. As when it reflects in the light, you see different layers of the ultraviolet spectrum. And you kind of look at it, and what was that? You kind of look around, and you see that as the snails move, there's the slick, mucousy membrane behind them, resembles that crystalline wet. And then as you kind of look into the corners, you actually see these different kind of stalagmites and stalactites that are made out of this crystalline and this crystal, that it looks like it could be worth something.
Huh.
I'm gonna lean over to Alder and be like, "Hey, do you have any way to find these tablets, or like, can you point us in a direction?" Or
I know that they're in here. He didn't give me anything aside from that.
They're in
you
this
don't have
room.
like a detect magic or
I just know that they're in this building. I don't have the ability to locate them.
Well, while you figure that out, it looks like this stuff is coming out of their butts. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
butt stuff, correct.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's good or bad, but if it's not killing us, maybe these guys aren't harmful to us if we don't harm
how
them.
big are these snails?
They are large.
Oh shit!
They're bigger than you are.
Okay, got it.
They're big and dumb looking.
Hey, DM, you said that there were stalagmites and stalactites, right?
Yeah, like little crystalline, like little, like maybe about this big, that if you try to chip away, you might be able to get. And as you look at it, it is crystal clear. It has that hue to it, but you can see right through it. Like if you're not looking for it, you would immediately miss it.
Whereabout are they? The different like all over?
Yeah, I would say they're all over.
So is there one like right here?
They stick mostly to the corners. If you want to roll another investigation to see if you can find one, I will allow it.
That is a 13.
13. Okay. After like, I would say 5 or 6 minutes of the rest of the group concocting their plan, you're able to find I would say a fist large of a chunk of this glass rock.
Cool. So I can just. Do I already possess it now, or am I?
You'd have to chip it off.
Okay. How close am I to it? Like, where in the room is it?
You are about. Let me move you. As everyone's convening, like about here.
Okay. Real quick, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion to in Donner's ear say, hey, I found a thing. Keep an eye on the snails. If they get angry, tell me to stop.
Okay. I will keep an eye, and he's not hearing any of this, but I am letting the DM know I'm keeping an eye out, and I've got a hand axe
Okay.
cocked and ready.
It's ready to go, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I was gonna say something, but
Please.
I was going to chip away at the thing, but
gotcha. Okay. In that case, what my statement is, we did get a night's rest in before we traveled, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. Am I able to retcon something?
Depends. What are you trying to retcon?
I feel like since we did get that night's rest in, I would have probably prepared locate object. That's why I'm asking. I don't want to be insincere.
That's fair. I would say, if it was something at the beginning of the session that was discussed, then we would go with it, if that makes sense.
I don't know what that means.
me.
So if you told me before we started, I would say, yeah, let's do it. But because it's a little after the fact,
Gotcha. So before we
We're
started
gonna-
playing.
we're going to keep as is.
So is that going to be the rule going forward? We have to have our spells prepared before the session starts.
Yeah.
All right, cool. It's cool with me.
Well, I
Just wanted to get a definition out there.
No, you're okay. No worries. Because if I would prefer it, obviously, at the beginning of each day, like when you guys are waking up and doing shit, like you can do that while you're kind of doing a walk and talk. In this kind of case, I would be a little bit lenient because it's kind of a rule that would make more sense with what we're trying to build anyway. But yeah. Sorry, I had to make them a little bit bigger. They were too small.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just got to give you the size idea.
What? Then
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you remember if these things, the tablets, are magical? Because I did prepare something if they were.
He did not specify.
Okay.
So
Well,
all I'm hearing is that Aldo was probably not the right person that we should have gotten to look and know where the tablets are. We probably should have let the magic boy do that
I mean,
for future reference.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here being critical of you for not stepping up to go ahead and have your brain injected, so that's a little bit rude.
I mean, you stepped in front of me to have your brain injected, so let's not point fingers. I'm just saying the guy that can find the stuff should probably know where the stuff is.
I have the ability to find stuff, I just wasn't prepared for it because everything moved fast.
Well, now I know that.
What? So this was all in character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hear it, and I minor illusion both of you. Shut the fuck up. I have locate object. It's all right. I'm gonna chip this away now. If they attack me, attack them.
I give him a thumbs up.
Cool.
And as
Peace.
they're all having that conversation, I'm going to cast Detect Magic for 10 minutes. I'm just going to keep it up.
Okay.
And it'll be 30 feet radius from me. So
Okay.
He says, okay.
All right. So,
And it.
wait. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, you're okay.
Is it chipping time or detect magic time?
you guys can go ahead and chip. Like, I'm just going to do it.
Just do it.
Just-
Go.
All right. I'm
Just
chipping.
to
I'm
have it up.
gonna chip.
I'm
at
watching. I'm watching the one right on his 12.
So as you start kind of chipping, this is kind of like the closest you've gotten to these things. The shell is kind of this fluorescent. It looks like it kind of has like an aquamarine blue base, and it has different flecks of like pinks and purples when it reflects off of the light. Kind of like when you get a seashell and put it in the sun, and you see that it kind of has that. I don't know what the word is for it, but it has all the different colors in it.
opalescent.
Yes. Its body itself is this kind of giant yellow, almost banana-y colored, mucusy kind of body doesn't really have eyes, but it does have like 5 pink kind of tentacles that kind of go out. And as it kind of moves, you see it sometimes like reach out. And as you're kind of chipping, it just seems to be reaching out and just kind of surveying the area. As it kind of gets a little bit closer to you, you actually see it has like a little kind of like mouth hole thing. As you just hear, which you would find is a combination of the slime trail being left and the sucking of the mouth. As you chip.
All right.
So, as you're chipping, what are the other 3 of you doing?
I'm waiting or I'm watching just to make sure that it doesn't make any kind of movement towards or at Dremel that are vicious. If it does, or if one makes a move at me, I'm going to throw my hand axe again if it's like an attacking manner. I'm also going to try to not be like in its path, if that makes sense. I don't want it to like touch me.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
so
also,
I mean,
can I also add another just little side thing?
Sure.
If it gets in front of me, I want to see if I can see its eyes.
okay. So I mean, this one's kind of just making a line over here slowly. Go ahead and roll an investigation to see if you can find its eyes.
It's a 3.
You're not exactly sure where its eyes are.
You're
Cool.
staring at its butt.
I like butts, so win for me.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna be next to Dremel, just
Okay.
as a precaution, to be closer to the one on the other side if it attacks. But I'm gonna have the mace and the shield out, and I'll be ready to pull Dremel out of there if the other one attacks.
Okay. So that one's moving there. So the one in front of you, Drem, its tentacles kind of reach out, and occasionally it will touch the stone that you're kind of chipping at, and occasionally will brush up against your hand, and you have this thin film of this mucousy substance that you feel kind of like when I'm going to use a lot of some metaphors, kind of like or similarities, when you have like working with super glue, and the glue kind of immediately goes from that wet state to that hard state and just immediately just solidifies. You kind of have that as the tentacle kind of brushes over against one of your hands as you're kind of positioned at the crystal.
Okay. So is my hand semi-immobilized?
No. You just kind of crunch and it kind of turns into that. Basically, it just forms like a rock candy almost surface as you immediately just kind of crunch it. You can assume that probably after months and months and months of buildup, then it would have been probably a lot more hazardous. Not to say that it isn't.
Okay. Noting that, I would like to slightly rotate around the crystal so he's not touching me anymore as I get the rest of it.
Okay. So as you do that, and this one passes by, I'm going to say this one, its shell starts kind of illuminating, like it has a bioluminescence, as this is a darker corner of that area. This kind of deep blue, almost glow in the dark, as it's just... So anything within 30 feet is in kind of a bright light, and then anything past is in a dim light. So from what you can see, it's kind of this dim glow as it's...
Can I like kind of backpedal over to this side of the room?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go here.
This bad boy's moving that way anyway.
All while keeping an eye on Dremel and Thok.
And they're moving past and they're going towards Alder. Drem, I would say
Great.
by this time you're able to kind of unwedge it, and you have in your hand This, I will call it a snail crystal. Snail glass.
Snail glass. And how large, approximately?
Size of a grapefruit.
Grapefruit snail glass.
Grapefruit size. Alrighty. Well, now that I've
But it's
got
like-
that, I'm going to put that into my pouch. And
Okay.
I want to pull out one of those bottles that I collected back in Sun Golf
Okay.
and see if I can scoop any of the snail trail into it and seal it up, like following one around, since now we can see pretty well, right?
Okay. So you start to follow this one. Its shell starts kind of glowing this pink bioluminescence as it slowly gets out of the light that Donner had put up. And you follow, like, when you're behind it, it doesn't last too long before it immediately solidifies. And at some point, while trying to collect this, and the three of you are watching kind of Dremel, like, waddle behind the snail, Dremel, you determined that the easier way to get it would most likely be in the front, because that's where it would be generating it.
I'm gonna call out to Drem and be like, "Hey, we're not here for this. Come on, this is already kind of dangerous.
Yeah, but what if it's useful?
I don't care. Let's get in and get out. The longer we're here, the more likely we are to get caught."
All right.
We are fugitives, by the way.
That's a really good point. I didn't think of.
We're fugitives and we're trying to steal something.
Listen, fugitive is a state of mind.
That's double fugitive. I don't think they like people that do that.
No, it's like double jeopardy. Once you've committed a crime, you can't commit more crimes.
It's more like the movie The Fugitive, actually, not Double Jeopardy.
A movie?
I don't know.
So, while I was looking at that crystal, did I see any sort of way to rotate these circles on the floor?
No.
Okay.
You determine that they're not movable.
Rotatable.
They don't rotatable. They don't seem to be a lock to anything,
Wait, they are or are not movable?
or not.
Oh. Wait, I thought Donner moved them.
Yeah, he muscled them.
Oh, so they are movable. There's just nothing.
They're movable. They're not important.
Okay.
I'm a big, strong boy.
But what if we make the water go into one of the sides?
Oh my god.
Like in a...
Oh my
We
god.
have
Go
to
for it.
go.
We need to go.
I'm ready.
Where would you like?
So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna kind of gesture to Thok, and I'll just pull one of these like Thok, and I'll do like a head gesture for him to move forward, so that we can make sure we're not in any kind of path for traps.
Okay.
And
Where are you gonna go first?
Is that
Me?
me or Thok?
Both of you. I don't know where you're going.
I would move here and wait for him to catch up.
Okay, so you're looking to go up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no other exits, is there?
You do have a door here. Sorry, and you have a door here. So you have a door here, and then you have a hallway here.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I'm just gonna sit tight and be like, where should we go?
Hold on. So I'm going to walk over to Alder and say, all right, brother. Give me your knowledge so I can locate object. And I touch
already showed you.
I touch my forehead to his forehead.
And then I'm just going to go ahead and pull my notebook out and show him the drawing that I made of the tablets and say, this is what they look like based on the crude description that was given to me.
My eyes are still closed, and I'm still leaned over to where his forehead was. I'm like, all right, brother, give me this information.
And then I'm just going to go ahead and take his hand and put it on the piece of paper that I'm holding.
God damn, look at you manifesting things. All right.
I drew it earlier, you were there.
Yeah, you gave me the knowledge through our brain connection. Brother, I get it. So I will cast Locate Object using the tablets, the drawing of the tablets.
Okay. Give me a description for locate object.
It is describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as it's within 1,000 feet. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its motion.
Okay. The direction that it is pulling you towards is this way.
I could not see that on the screen.
Sorry, this way.
Okay. Well, looks like we're going
I'll do
north.
it.
There you go, brother.
Brother. And I cast
Don't
Mage Hand.
Don't push it.
As like I wink at him. Then I cast Mage Hand, and the Mage Hand takes the bottle and goes in front of one of the slugs to quickly
Oh my
scoop
God.
up some of the crystal or the slob glass, snail glass.
So it goes under the snail for the snail glass, and the snail just kind of runs it over. And as it does, you kind of see the mage hand there, kind of like thing, and it just kind of looks around, and you see that the glass has completely just disappeared from its hand, as it is now drenched in this like.
Huh.
Ew.
Well, thank you, Glover. Hey guys, don't let it run over you.
Was hoping
Hey.
that wouldn't happen.
Can we go?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Sneaky.
head over to. Is this ground or is this water?
This is water. So
I
as
do
you
not
get
want to stand on the water.
as you're getting closer, you do see that this section is a fountain, not like a fountain, but like a little pool that it seems to bubble up and then kind of blink down. Let me reveal more of this beautiful map.
Dun-dun-dun.
So you do see that this corridor, actually, you know what? It's going the opposite direction. This is a pool where the water is streaming down from here, and it has its destination ending here. So it's coming towards you. So the stairs go a wee bit up on an incline as you are eventually seeing a door at the top of this hallway.
With
Do
detect
you notice
magic,
any traps?
I would have to cast a spell again.
Oh.
I can. I mean, I can do it 2 more times. Do we want to
We
do it
might-
now, or should I hold off?
I don't know, because we don't know if we're going to have to fight anything. We might need to be prepared for that, too.
Dion, do I sense any magic with my detect magic at all? Like, it's up for 10 minutes and it's 30 feet from me. Like,
Not from the forward momentum, no.
alright. And not from behind me either.
No, not at the moment.
I'm going to take this shield and put it in front of me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just tell the rest of the group that I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna be very careful and try to be very perceptive as I make my way forward. And I'll let you know when I get to the top.
Okay, great. So carefully, you start to kind of go up these stairs, making sure to not press your foot down anywhere specifically for too long. Let me see here. Oof. Okay. Give me one moment.
I am a perceptive individu.
That's
And
it. So you'll see it coming. Just kidding. Where are you at exactly?
Well, I'm slowly making my way up, so I'm
That's fine.
assuming as far up in the right side of the stairway that you will let me go before I get hit by something.
Eventually, you're able to make it to about there. Just give me one moment.
Good.
And then someone comes and gives you a really big hug.
It goes,
And they're
ha!
And I push him away and tell him, please, sir, 6 feet distance.
How responsible. Okay, great. So, do me a favor. Does a 28 hit?
Oh,
Eek.
yeah. Please. Yes.
Okay, great. So as you kind of walk up, your foot kind of presses against one of these false steps as this net kind of comes out and entangles you as you are now grappled. To the point where you actually go down and you start sliding down the stairs.
Good.
Zoom back to where the water is, where he is covered in this very tight net. And as you can kind of see, the net isn't made out of rope or anything like that. It looks like it's a very thin, almost crude metal that's been weaved.
Tight.
I'm just gonna lay there and be like, well,
It's very tight.
it could have been worse.
I mean, could it? Can we get you out of this? I'm gonna try and bend the metal to get him out.
Can I
Okay.
assist while
Please.
pushing?
Go ahead and roll a strength check at advantage.
I don't need it. Natural 20
Natural
for
20.
a 25.
Okay, for a 25. You're lucky you got the nat 20. So as you start pulling, it's Donner, this shit's tough. As you are able to slowly, to the point where Thok can at least put his head out before Thok, you're able to kind of push with him, and you're able to step out, though it does take the effort of both you and Donner to undo said net trap.
Fuck.
And as you do, it's all warped and just destroyed, and unfortunately, you can't take it, Treble.
Damn it.
Well, you can take it. It's just fucked up. I can mend it for you if you want.
I would like to inspect it
Where's he gonna put it?
on my back like a cape.
It's a metal cape net.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to inspect it?
Yeah, I just want to know more about it. You said it's a woven metal?
Yep.
So, what do I...
Go ahead.
Investigation?
History.
History?
Yep.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Does a 28 hit?
13.
I haven't rolled yet. 13. This seems to be some kind of metal that you're none too familiar with. You think you can deduce that maybe it's naturally occurring in this region, but not something you really have come across before.
But the woven pattern doesn't seem familiar either.
No. It doesn't seem like there's a real rhyme or reason to it. It looks like there might have been before it was kind of busted open, but at this point it's kind of to the point where it's been, warped and disheveled enough where you can't really pick up on it.
Huh. Well, I
gonna,
stand up, I give it a little kick, and then I look over to Donner, who is...
I look at Dremel and I kind of come over to him and I take his hands and I'm like, hey, how you doing, buddy?
Good, I'm learning.
Yeah, okay. This is not a time to learn. I know how interested and curious you are naturally in when we're not trying to steal something from lizard people. Maybe it's more likely to be curious and it's okay. Right now, not a great time.
Right now, I think any information we can have about the people who are setting traps for us is useful information. So I'm going to continue to figure stuff out, but we should move forward.
Great. I like that last part. And then I kind of turn to look at Thok and I'm like, okay, so traps, finding them. Where are we at on maybe...
Well, we know that the step is trapped right there. Whether or not I triggered it and it reset, I can't tell. Dremel, can you tell how far away the tablets are?
I don't
Or
know.
do you just know the direction?
I know the direction. According to the spell... Hold on, that's the wrong one. You sense the direction of the object's location. So it's within 1,000 feet, and I know it's that way.
Okay.
Can I see where that step was?
Yeah.
All right.
I will mark it for you. So there you have it. Excuse me. It's about here.
Okay. I'm going to take...
And it didn't reset as you look.
It didn't reset?
No.
Okay. I'm going to take a step in front of Thok and say, guys, hold on. I think I got an idea. I cast Mage Hand. Mage Hand can carry up to 10 pounds, so I would assume it can cause 10 pounds of pressure.
Mhm.
So starting at that first step, I want the mage hand to pound full force on each step to see if it triggers
Okay.
anything.
Okay. How much pounds of pressure can a it just does 10 flat?
It can hold 10 pounds. Let me get the actual. Can't
important.
attack, activate magical items, or carry more than 10 pounds. So it can carry 10 pounds. I would assume it can like hit with the force of 10 pounds.
Of 10 pounds. Okay. So, as it kind of does that, wham, 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 wham. Each step, you're expecting something to trigger, and it does not.
I turn back to the group and I say, I think we might be good. That's 10 pounds of
so-
force.
Yeah, I'll if Dremel's are you following your mage hand?
No, I sent it out and he's running
Well,
back.
I guess I'll guinea pig it again. Fuck it. And I'll follow the mage hand with my shield at hand, preparing to deflect anything that comes my way.
Seeing that, I'm gonna make the mage hand stand more proud, like he's trying to impress Thok.
Okay. So, as the three of you, or two of you, are going up, Thok, you are able to get to where the door is. Whoops, sorry.
Oh god.
Oh no!
All the way up there.
Too many traps.
Ah. So you're able to get to here.
Oh god.
Sorry, I think I can move that. Sorry.
Oops, I lost Mike.
I lost everybody except
I
for
lost-
you and Justin.
Oh.
I reconnected.
Oops, I got rid of Dremel.
Oops, all berries.
Anyway, Thok,
Dremel's dead. No.
Dremel's dead. Funny enough, Thok, hold on.
Where am I?
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna put you back in. Are you going up with them?
No, I just had the mage hand doing its thing.
Okay. Thok, does a 25 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
Can
So
I not dex my way out of the way?
no. No, only because I'm looking at the thing. There's no dex save for it. Okay. You're gonna get and I am sorry for this, Carlos, personally. Thok, you kind of go through a deja vu of sorts as
Oh,
you
good.
hear the very familiar sounds of arrows being
Oh,
released
no.
from hidden areas.
Okay.
Give me a moment. As you start hearing Kill Bill sirens in the background.
Like
It's-
legit.
The only other time that's happened has been Lizard Steve. Or Wizard Steve. Sorry, Lizard Steve isn't in here. Or is he?
Oh my
There's
God.
PTSD for
What's
Thok.
going on, dudes? I'm a lizard now. That'd
You
be a
guys
nightmare,
want some
wouldn't it?
stuff?
You guys want some, let's hang out. As you take
Fuck you.
as you take 22 points of piercing damage as several arrows stick into the sides of you, like you're a human pincushion.
Good. Oh!
Shit.
Do I see the trap reset?
No, you don't see it reset as you look down at it, and you do actually start seeing this kind of black matter escaping from the arrows itself. And we will get to that matter very shortly.
Oh, good.
As a matter of fact,
Fuck.
Justin, I can't move my character anymore.
Yeah, I have to give you permission.
Okay.
You
Um,
have
You're
no
not
permission.
allowed.
Sorry, Dad.
and
You're
then
punished. Sit in timeout like a good boy.
while I do this, Thok, go ahead and take 6 points of poison damage.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Do I realize
do you realize it's poison?
that I'm currently poisoned, or if it was a one-time thing?
Let
Is
me
it
see
6,
here.
right?
You don't have the poison condition yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
But
do need to take them out, though.
Oh, I'm taking them out.
So, as the three of you see your half-orc friend, who's very heavily armored, get just pierced with like a fuck ton of arrows. As he turns around and he looks like he stuck his face into a porcupine hole and immediately got homeward bounded.
So I'm gonna follow him up. I'm gonna go around, and I'm gonna follow him up the stairs. However, on my way up, I'm gonna just kind of whisper. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Thok, maybe we should put that trap spell up again. You know, just cause."
I mean, I'm already here. Sure.
Okay. I mean, do what you want.
I cast Find Traps.
Okay. How far and for how long?
120 feet instantaneous.
Okay. And it only lasts instantaneously? And that's a 360 range or just what you can see?
It says line of sight.
So do you want to wait until the doors are open?
Oh, there's doors? Then yeah, that would be.
Yeah, these are doors.
Preferable.
That's why I'm giving it to you. These are doors.
Yeah, so preferable when the door's open.
Sure. Okay.
But I am gonna. Can I? Oh no, I'm not gonna inspect the doors. I'm not good at inspecting anything. I will guide whoever would like to inspect the doors, but
Who's good at looking at doors?
I'm really good at investigation. Is that what you mean by inspecting?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I look back at Alder. I say, "Come on, man."
And I'll tap him on the shoulder and I'll cast guidance on Dremel before he goes to investigate the door.
Okay.
1 step, 2 step, careful. 3 step, careful. 4 step, careful. 5 step, careful. 6 step, careful. Or can I inspect it from here? Is this the right square?
You would have to get up to the 6th step.
Okay. 6 step,
Or-
careful.
Or 7th step, reckless.
I'm pushing down the stairs. No.
Ah! So they are the doors are made out of more of this archaic lime rock that I believe I described in the previous session. It doesn't seem to have any kind of, outside of the regular markings you would assume would be this lizard folk speak or reptilian speak. It doesn't seem that there is a locking mechanism. If you would like to decipher maybe what the lizard speak is, I'll give you like an intelligence at disadvantage.
Okay.
Can I read it?
No.
Oh, thought I could.
Intelligence disadvantage.
Yeah.
Right.
I know where you're getting at, Pat.
That'd be a 13.
13. So it looks like there are different carvings. It doesn't look like there are characters for a language per se on this door. However, you do see that there are different images. You see several different bipedal humanoids with lizard faces. Occasionally some with bowls, kind of holding them up to this very massive. It looks like a bigger lizard person with this giant, almost alligator head, as it's sitting on like a very tiny throne or a big throne.
Can I have a question real quick for DM.
Yeah.
Is Dremel still a lizard person?
That's a great question. Dremel, are you still a lizard person?
Yeah, I think it lasts for an hour.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let me.
Still Gex the Gecko.
Yeah, I'm still Gex. let me double check.
I forgot until this moment. You said lizard person, and I was like, oh my god, Dremel's one of them.
Been a lizard person this whole time.
Yeah, I'm a lizard for an hour.
Okay. And I'll say it's been like, what, 20 minutes since you guys have been here? So you have 40 minutes of being a Gex.
Hell yeah, gonna crack wise.
Just like Gex.
Gonna make
Well,
outdated '90s references.
Hell yeah.
So,
What's up?
Drex, you're in front of this massive door that doesn't seem to have any kind of like locking mechanism, anything like that.
Well, so 2 things. Do I have any idea what Ooptao looks like?
No.
Okay. I would assume that with the knowledge that I have that this is a temple for Ooptao and that he's an old god, I would assume that this is an offering room. So I'm going to turn to the group and say, hey, y'all, I think this might be the offering room. Tablets might be in there. Lizards might be in there. And this might not be the best disguise. I will say I may have undid myself.
What?
Well, owning it and being honest is real progress for you.
Thank you. I'm trying to become a better cow every day.
Can you give us a moo moo real quick?
Moo moo.
It was really weird seeing it this time because you're like a lizard, but the sentiment still counts.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of sound lizards make, so I assume it could be a moo.
Can you try and make one? What you think they sound like?
Guys, off topic.
Sorry, I forgot we were trying to steal things from lizard people. I got caught up.
All right, so
It's on me, guys.
I tell them that I think it's an offering room, so we should be ready. Maybe Alder, you want to try to do that sneaky snake spider thing you did back in the jail?
Is Pass Without a Trace still up?
Realistically, it should probably still be up for like another 20 minutes or so, based on the timeline that you gave.
Okay.
Because I cast it right when we got in,
Right.
and if it's been 20 minutes since we got in and he cast that,
Uh-huh.
so it lasts for an hour, so we should have another 40 minutes of Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Math.
Okay. So what are you doing?
I guess we are going to try to sneakily open the door
You're not going
and
to turn into a
sneakily
spider?
enter the doorway.
You don't want to turn
Okay.
into a spider and scout?
Let's see here. Hold on. To see if that is something that makes sense.
Or maybe something the lizards don't eat? Do they eat snakes or do they eat spiders? What do lizards eat?
Turn into a smaller lizard. They wouldn't eat their own kind, right? That's an abomination.
I think they are kind of. I mean, I don't know about lizard folk, but I want to say lizards are kind of ballistic.
Well, the only thing is if I do that, Pass Without a Trace drops. So
Oh, never mind then.
If you turn into
Then
an
don't
animal,
do that.
I thought you can concentrate. I don't think it does. Sorry, out of game. As
that's a
druid,
DM question.
I think out of game you can't cast spells as beast, but you can concentrate on spells while in beast.
Let's see. Hold, please. Talk amongst yourselves.
If you only had a nice little device that can give us unlimited information in front of us.
Okay. Druids in concentration. Druids will typically maintain a concentration spell in battle while doing something else in melee, like Shillelagh or Wild Shape. Cantrips or healing druids have few instant direct damage spells. Let's see here. Conjure animals, awesome hour. They all require concentration. So I think you would be okay.
Okay.
If you would like to be a spider and then cast Pass Without a Trace under this door.
I probably wouldn't be a spider. I would probably transform into a lizard instead.
Okay.
Just because I do have that prepared.
Smart.
It is smart. It's wicked smart.
You a cop?
I'm not a cop. Are you a cop?
You cop?
I don't even understand what a cop is.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck 12.
An officer.
Uh,
A god.
So, yeah, in that case, I'll go ahead and just kind of deep breath in. And then snap my fingers and wild shape into a lizard.
Okay. All right, Lizard Alder, get on under there, bud. I'm gonna give me 1 second. I'm gonna reveal the area,
Cool.
and I really hope this is. Tell me, what do you see with your eyes?
Black.
Yep, nothing yet.
Darkness.
Really? I thought I pressed
Yeah.
reveal. Fucking
Hello,
bullshit.
darkness, my old
Bop.
friend.
Oh, water.
Water.
Okay. Just a bunch of water, eh?
So, real quick, DM, this was downstairs or this was upstairs?
This is
Upstairs.
upstairs.
Okay.
This is where the water's coming from and flowing downstairs.
Yes.
Really seems like that was a puzzle in the other room.
Was it?
Seems like it.
It would, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like God of
And
War
then-
in here.
Is
a good
there anything else that I could see on the other side of the room, or is it just
Go ahead
is
and
this just
roll.
an empty room aside from that?
Go ahead and roll an investigation. I will say the water is not exactly crystal clear, as it kind of goes down. It's a little bit murkier and a little bit harder to see without going into it. You kind of sit for a little bit, and you just kind of hear the kind of trickling of the water as it's escaping down here and cascading down.
Cool. Okay. So investigation, you said.
hmm
Would that still use my my investigation or his investigation?
You would be using, I believe it's your stats when you're.
It's
And-
your mental stats and the
Yeah.
animal's physical stats.
Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
You can
Okay.
use your brain powers.
This is not gonna go well. It's not. It's a natural 2.
It
Plus
seems like
0.
it's a big dumb room full of water.
In that case, was the door like open or
You went. I mean,
What?
unless you guys opened it, I'm assuming you went through a crack under the door.
yeah, probably. So I guess I will go back through there, come out, and break my wild shape. And all right, guys, it's didn't see anything in there at all. It looks like it's kind of just a room filled with a giant pool of water. And it's the water that's going down these steps. That's all I got.
Okay. Guess we go in then.
Looks that way.
So I'll push open the Alder. You're back here, right?
Yeah.
Then I will slowly push open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And
try not to make noise.
gotcha. It's a fairly dark room. It looks like it. You can kind of see the scratch marks on the bottom of the floors where you see that the doors have been opened quite a few times. It is no way dusty by any means. There is a way of this water being circulated in, or maybe it's brought in. Not entirely sure, but you hear the gurgles of the water and the babbling of said water as you're in this dark 4-chamber little area.
4-chamber meaning that these are doors right here.
No, not doors. So just 4-chamber meaning like there's a point here, a point here, and a point here, and and so on and so forth.
I couldn't see where you were clicking.
So like here, can you see that?
I didn't see it.
It's not showing anything.
No.
Hold on, I wasn't on the right layer. Sorry. That.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
here, and like here. That's what I meant by 4-chamber. Just has 4 points for the pool.
Oh, okay. All right. So that center area
This is.
is still part of the
I
pool?
will say, it's still part of the pool. It's completely dark. I will say it's not crystal clear like on the map here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Then I will continue slowly opening the door, giving Thok a chance to locate it's whatever the trap thing is.
You're gonna do. This is the last time you can do it, or no? This is the second time you can do it, right?
Correct.
Okay. So you do see that there is something that lights up right in this little block here.
If you drew it, we can't see it.
Great, it's on that layer again. Sorry. Sorry, I'm getting used to the DM layer. So this buddy right
Got it.
here lights up.
over to the left.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So don't step on that, and I'll point that out. But I don't sense anything from the pool.
As far as magic?
Yeah.
No.
Or no, not magic.
Like
Traps.
traps?
Traps.
I will say you do sense a door around this area. Not the exact size, but around that area.
Okay. I'll walk not to the square that's trapped, but the one next to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that the water's murky, but I'm gonna turn on Lightbringer, my mace, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna say my keyword to cast light on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna put the head of the mace into the water to see if that helps, if I can see further in.
Okay. As you're doing that, what are the rest of you doing?
Thok, you're here. Where'd you
I
move
should move
to?
myself. Yeah, I should probably move. Yeah, right. That's exactly where.
Okay. I would move up here, assuming that there are no traps because Thok did the trap
Yeah.
looky thing.
Right.
While he's doing that, I want to look at these statues, pylons.
They're kind of like yeah, statuettes of like different lizard deities or lizard people. And then what are the other two of you doing?
I just walk into the room. Obviously, I was already in here, but now that I'm not a lizard, I just kind of like want to see if I just notice anything that's weird about the room or anything that just doesn't make sense to me.
Okay. And Donner, what you doing, bud?
I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna stand right here with Thok and kind of
Okay.
just watch what he's doing. Um, and I'm not gonna step in the water as I cross over. I'm gonna like take a big step over.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just watch. And if he needs assistance in anything, I'm gonna try and help him out.
Okay. Let's see here. So, Thok, which direction are you putting in Lightbringer here? Or like in this little, because this is just the stream that kind of goes down.
No, more towards where I sense some form of door. So the first area that you said.
Okay. So you kind of dip into the pool, and you actually see where Lightbringer's light actually dims inside, and you keep it there for a little bit, trying to move it around, trying to navigate as the light kind of snuffs out as the mace is gently starting to be tugged.
Oh, I pull it back.
Okay. As you start pulling up, I need you to make a strength check.
Oh, fuck.
Do I get to
What?
assist in that? Because I said if he needed help with anything, I was gonna try and help him.
You're going to hop over and try to help him with your arms?
For sure.
Okay. So I need you to hop over, and I need you to figure out a place where I think you guys can occupy the same space.
Yeah, we're allies, so
I'll
I
have
think
you
we're
there.
allowed.
Well, the same way you didn't need my help earlier, I don't need yours now. Natural 20 for a
Whoa.
24.
Okay. Give me 1 sec.
First roll.
It's
I'm
good.
glad
I
it was
rolled
for-
two natural
because-
twos, so
Okay.
If I lose Lightbringer, I'm going to be pissed.
As you do, you kind of yank it out, and it's just covered in kind of this sludge. Okay, Dremel, while you're dealing with that, you're looking at these different statues, and you do see that there are inscriptions, and it doesn't look to be in this reptilian, like, crude marking. It looks like it is in a language of sorts. What are the languages you can read?
I can read Common, Elvish, Giant, and assuming that they use the same characters, small bits of Dwarvish.
Okay. These do not look like something you are familiar with.
but there is some sort of inscription on them.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
pull out my notebook and I copy down the inscription.
Okay.
So I don't know what to write down, but I'm just gonna write lizard inscription.
Great. Lizard inscription. Okay. So as the two
Number
of you
number one, lizard inscription number one.
Number one, best in
you
slot.
have to go to the second one. Number one.
Number one new hit show, Miami Vice.
Alder, what you doing during this? You see both Thok and Donner yank Lightbringer out of this murky water as it is covered in sludge, and you see Dremmel's just kind of writing in his book.
Since Dremmel's basically engulfed in a statue and they're kind of both looking down towards the water, I'm just kind of going to look a little bit more up from all of that and just kind of see if I notice anything weird or any kind of movements, just see if there's anything that I could perceive in the distance of this room that the others might not be paying attention to right now.
Roll a investigation check since you're looking for something.
Tight. Oh, I missed the thing. Fucking hell, natural 20.
Natural 20. So as they're kind of like pulling out Lightbringer and you see Drummel just kind of sketching, you just hear and you see a disturbance kind of in the water as something moves, and you just kind of hear a very low like
guys, there's something something's in there.
In where?
In the water?
Where the fuck do you think? In the water.
I mean,
Okay.
we know that. We just
Hold on.
pulled the thingy.
as Alder says, of course, where do you think it fucking is? In the water. Almost as if on cue. This massive maw just kind of pops out where both Donner and Thok are kind of huddled next to, as I will move them from that layer to the token layer. As this massive jaw comes out, and I need both Donner and Thok to make a dex save.
Oh shit.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
You're
Wait,
doing great.
oh,
buddy.
it doesn't change. It doesn't change.
Okay.
Oh, you mean to save? No, it's the same. Fuck, it's the same. That's a bad thing. What you got?
Hold on.
I got a 7.
You're doing great.
I know.
Saving throw
Sounds
is
like you
a
didn't
guess.
succeed.
I did not.
Just give me a sec.
Is this considered an effect?
What?
I was
Peeing
looking
yourself?
at my Shield Masters. Well, yeah. I pee myself as a bonus action. But no, I'm looking at my
Literally.
Shield Masters evasion, and it says that I add my AC bonus and any dex against effects that targets. Well, I guess it's not only me. Okay, never mind.
It's not an effect, though.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I was like,
Unless you consider being chomped by a giant fucking alligator an effect.
I
Pretty
do.
effective, if you ask me.
You never know.
So I'm gonna. All right, do you get
Yeah, that's a 12.
12? Okay.
I'm ready.
Does
Hit me with that
a-
damage.
Does a 25 hit both of you?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Baby shit soft, mate. Come on.
Both of you take 15 points of piercing damage,
Shit.
Okay.
as the both of you are now grappled in a very, very heavy jaw.
Cool.
You sound a lot calmer than I expected.
I mean, if I die, I die. What are you gonna do?
Hope that you guys figure it out, I guess. Okay. So with that, let's roll initiative, guys.
Now I roll high.
Better than the 3 from last time.
It was a 4. Sorry.
Oh no, mine was a 3.
Oh, okay.
He's like, bitch.
I'm trying to be
I definitely wasn't
self-deprecating
like it.
here.
I'm bitch. I was not like that.
Okay, 20 and above.
Natural 20.
21.
Ooh.
So it's 23, technically.
20. So Alder, Donner, 15 and higher.
Tight.
Oh, crickets.
10 or higher.
13.
All right, what'd you get, Doc?
6.
6.
I got 6. I got
He's
a
so
rock.
proud.
Okay. So, Alder, it is your turn.
Cool.
Quick.
I am.
I will say, hold on really quick. Both Thok and Donner, you both have the restrained condition.
I don't know what that means.
You can look it up while we wait. Alder, what you
Fine.
doing?
Will.
Good.
Can I do a quick point of information?
Yeah,
Where
what's up,
does the alligator end? Does this square count as him being in it, or does it end where the circle lands?
It ends where the circle lands.
Okay, so we can be here, and that's 5 feet away, but not touching it.
Arguably.
All right. You're being
know what you-
unclear.
I know. I'm being unclear intentionally.
I know.
Does would you say that this looks like an alligator, or is this more of like a monster?
Oh, it's a big ass alligator.
So if I were to try casting speak with animals, would it have an effect on it?
It's a terrible idea.
I mean, it's an alligator. It probably talks alligator.
You're in a jaw, so cool.
You are channeling shot right now, and I just want you to know that. I'd like to talk to the snakes.
I was just thinking that.
All right, fine.
Let
Fuck both
me
of you.
explain.
Well, I didn't say it was a bad idea.
We're eating garbage dip.
Let's see what
Why
I'm
did
gonna
I have
do.
to go last?
Still cold.
I'm looking at something here.
Yeah. All right. What are we gonna do with this dead air, my guys?
Sorry, I was looking at trying to cast something else. No, I am gonna go ahead and use my staff to try and cast speak with animals to try and talk to the alligator.
Okay. What you gonna say to the alligator?
I'm just gonna be like, hey, stop! Let them go! Stop!
Okay.
I'll be like, okay, I got his attention. I'll be like, we're not trying to hurt anybody. We're not trying to do anything bad. We're just visiting. We just rolled through town.
Alligators have concepts of towns.
We're just going through Alligator Alley.
I heard that this place called Gatorland was pretty cool.
Does your cousin run it? What else are you doing while you're trying to converse with the alligator that has two of your friends in its mouth? Also, I'll give you this free action, Donner and Thok, as you're watching Alder grit his teeth, puff his chest out, and he's speaking alligator. As you just hear from his throat, like, yes. Drem, are you still sketching?
No, I finished.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, I finished, and I'm like, I put the book away. I'm turned around.
He closed it very gingerly and placed it on.
Place the bookmark in there, and he closes it.
Dog-eared it.
For next time.
I guess we'll just have to do this later. Okay.
You guys always getting into shenanigans.
Jeepers. I don't know why you're suddenly Mr. Garrison, but you are. Alder, what else are you saying to our friend Alligator?
I'll just feel like we don't want trouble. We're just looking for something. That's all I'm gonna say.
Great. What else are you doing on your turn?
Aside from that, I'm just going to back up slightly.
Okay, great. What a
I'm
pass.
going to talk to it, but I'm also going to walk away.
No, we're good, dude. Okay, Donner, it's your turn.
I am going to pull out the wand of lightning bolts that Thok gave me, and I'm going to put
If I
it.
may ask, you're going to try to pull it, from your boot? Or
Yeah.
from, your
Like
side?
pocket or
Okay.
like it would be on my person.
hmm
I'm gonna pull it out and I'm just gonna like point it at a part of the alligator and just let loose the last charge.
Okay. Do me a favor, one. See if you can sleight of hand it out of your pocket.
Okay. What? Oh my god. It was just a natural 20 and then it rolled one more time to a 2. It's going to be a 5.
Okay, great. So you're able to get a hold of the wand and lightning, but in the kind of area in the direction between being stabbed with these massive teeth and having Thok next to you, your
Cool.
arm is kind of like stuck. You can grasp the wand, however, you cannot pull out the wand. Now
Can I
that
just let
doesn't
it
mean
go?
you can't.
I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go no matter what.
Okay, go ahead and roll that lightning damage.
I don't remember what level this was.
This was a first level wand of lightning, which is not anything to blow your nose at.
I thought it was
had it
4th
somewhere.
level.
I thought it was 4th.
Was it fourth level?
Third or 4th?
I believe
one
it
of
was
those two.
4th.
It might have
Hold
been
on.
fourth.
I'm
Okay,
looking through all my notes now.
so it's a lightning bolt spell at fourth level. So I gave you an additional d6 for it. That's why.
Oh, so it's 9d6.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, let's do this.
How did Sock die?
3,
I don't know. Ask
Poison and election.
Connor.
9, 13, 15, 16,
Mhm.
20, 25, 31.
31. Okay, so Thok, you take 31 points of lightning damage.
Oof.
Donner, from my understanding, you take half that damage.
Cool.
And the giant crocodile will also take 31 points of lightning damage. As you see the alligator light up, as your friends also light up within its maw. Also, they're in a giant.
We're in a
give me
giant
one
what?
second.
It froze when you said you're in a giant.
Oh, you're in a giant pool of water. The
Yeah.
water conducts electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donner is very smart. Almost killing me. Great.
There's going to be an aftershock, a residual. Sorry.
It's cool.
Take an extra 15 points of lightning.
Who?
Shit.
It's a giant
Me?
fucking you.
Oh, I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious. Okay, well, Fox unconscious. You're doing great, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
endurance. Oh, thank God this thing did it for me. I'm at 1 hit point.
Okay. Oh, you're
forgot.
at the relentless endurance, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Fun fact: D&D Beyond automatically activates it for you.
That's kind of cool.
I didn't know that.
D&D Beyond has a lot of cool tools, like everything. They have dice now.
Like
Yeah.
everything.
Donner,
They
anything
should
else?
sponsor us.
Just like Cholula should.
Oh my god, I would love both of those things.
And Saison. Anything else, Donner?
Um,
I'm just teasing.
actually, that was my action, right?
That was your action.
Give me 1 second. Let me see if this requires an action or a bonus action. That is an action. I'm gonna be nice-ish. I'm gonna burn my action surge,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna reach over to Thok. I'm gonna put my hand on his chest and pump 11 points of healing into him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take my second wind because I'm still in the jaws of this terrible beast. And then that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oh, that's not terrible.
So go ahead and roll your healing for a second wind. Drem, you're up.
Okay. So, how open is the alligator's mouth?
It's pretty closed now that Donner and Thok are in it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna take a step over here and just throw a moonbeam up.
Okay. Go ahead and draw that moonbeam, baby.
Let me draw that moonbeam right over Mac's face.
Baby.
Square. Back to selected move. And I'll put it here so it does not hit the two of them.
Okay.
And
that's at the start of its turn, correct?
Yeah, that'll be at the start of its turn. I will do that at 3rd level.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to bonus action. Is it Shield of Faith? Is that the word? Shield of Faith.
Yeah.
So I'll bonus action Shield of Faith. No, that's also concentration. Never mind. I'm learning. So
that's
I
okay.
end my turn.
Magic.
Thok, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna reach on my back. I'm gonna grab the Trident of Fish command.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna spend the charge to cast Dominate Beast, which I can try to dominate a beast that has a swim speed.
Okay.
I assume this thing does. And it has to make a Wisdom saving throw. It has advantage because my allies are attacking it.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens.
Okay. What's the save?
15.
15.
New pet, new pet, new pet.
Okay. What do you want it to do?
It says, well, because I've never actually successfully done this. There's a lot to this, so I didn't realize. While the beast is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it. As long as the two of you are on the same plane of existence, you can use telepathic link to issue commands to the creature while you are conscious. No actions required. I'm going to tell it to let us go from its mouth and to await further orders.
Okay. So it kind of lifts up on its hind legs and just opens its mouth as the two of you just fall into slightly electrified water. I won't torture you further than that as it's... How long does it last?
Oh, a minute.
Okay, great.
That hurt. And that'll be...
If we attack it, does that break the domination?
No, it's a concentration by me.
Ooh.
I'll read it, but if I'm not mistaken, it does not break the concentration. Never mind. Each time the target takes damage, it makes a new Wisdom saving throw against the spell. So never mind. Yes, it will get an opportunity to break the spell. So, I get away from it as much as I can. So half my speed, I'm assuming, to get up, and then 3 more spaces to hell.
What's your swim speed?
Am I in the water?
Yeah, he dropped you in the water. You didn't say where to drop it. You said, get us out.
Are they still in that same square, though?
Yes, it's just now it's on its hind leg. So imagine that yellow square is it up.
Right, so they're Thok's only in 1 square of water, though, right?
Yeah.
Like you guys are about like here.
So like, sorry.
Oh, he's over.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha.
I'm just saying for his movement. I was trying to figure it out.
I swim towards the edge, so I'm assuming that'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, because I'm wearing full plate.
You're still
half.
You're still crippled too.
Correct. So you can't really kick too hard.
Okay, and then I'll stay prone, but like military crawl there.
Yeah, I could say I won't say you'll be able to military crawl far. I'll say you'll be able to at least be on solid land to about there.
Okay, and then I'll just put my back up against the wall, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, and so it is the beginning of the alligator's turn, and it is in Moonbeam. So go ahead, Dremel, roll your Moonbeam.
Oh my god.
Oops.
No, you didn't know none of this was gonna happen.
It's true.
So it gets advantage on the saving throw, by the way.
So that'll be
It does?
13.
Or on mine. Sorry.
Okay, sorry, 13.
Yeah, 13, and it has to do a con save of 16.
Okay. You said 13?
Yeah.
13 does not hit.
No,
No,
it's
no,
13
Oh, that's
points of
the
damage.
amount.
No, you have to do a
Oh,
con
sorry.
save. It's 13 full damage or 7 if he
Got it.
fails.
So I rolled the Thok one first, and we'll get to that. They rolled a 14.
Fail.
Okay, so so that's 13 points of damage.
Okay, I'll take 13 out. As Donner, you're kind of waiting in the pool as it gets hit, and you just hear, and you see that the slits that this alligator had that were kind of glassed over when it was charmed refocus, and it looks down at you there, big guy. And okay, we're gonna multi here.
Cool. I'm
Oh,
excited.
wait, it's gonna attack again? It failed the saving throw.
It didn't
No,
fail
it-
your saving throw.
Yeah,
Fail
it
my
failed
saving
Josh's.
throw.
I thought
It got a
it failed
16.
mine. Never mind. I didn't catch that. Sorry.
It's okay. Modded 20, dear.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna roll the piercing first.
Cool.
What's your con, Donner?
4.
Okay. So, just so you know, well, we'll get to it. Don't worry about it.
I'm not
You
worried
take,
about it.
you should be 17 points of piercing damage
Okay.
as you are going to be dragged under the water.
Cool.
So you have 4 minutes before you completely suffocate.
Am I in melee from it? Where in the square that it was in? Like
You are not.
So that square that it was in, it wasn't considered occupying.
The square it was in was the square here.
No, but part of it was in the square next to me.
He
No,
stood
you were
up.
over here.
He stood up
stood
on his
up.
hind legs.
Yeah, it stood up on its hind legs and let you go.
Oh.
Okay. So it is now Alder's turn.
Cool. So he didn't want to talk.
Ah, pickles. Didn't want to talk.
And then so he's gone underwater now, and I can't see him anywhere.
Correct.
Fuck. Can I see like where the trap door is underneath there?
No.
Okay.
We are fucked.
I would say one of you is fucked.
It's Thok.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. He doesn't even go here. Not even from this plane.
Guys, Rufio's coming back. Get excited.
Oh,
Yeah, get
shit.
real excited. Real angsty Rufio's coming back. What's up,
No,
nerd?
he's older. He's older now.
Yeah,
He's more
just-
grizzled.
He's got a motorcycle now because he went through a crisis.
So
One divorce.
I'm just gonna walk up towards the edge, and if at the second that I see him pop up, I'm gonna be holding Call Lightning.
Okay.
If I see the alligator pop up.
Okay. That's your hold action.
Yeah,
So you
That's-
have Call Lightning ready.
I do. Correct.
Okay. What kind of spell is it? Like, is it a spell from the staff or from one of your spells?
It's one of my spells.
So just keep that in mind.
Bye, Donna.
Donna, I need you to make a strength check for me.
15.
Okay. You start to try to push as you feel that you're going deeper and deeper into this water as you start trying to push, and that pressure, man, is down like a lackjaw. Okay. As you are continuously restrained. Drem.
Oh, that's my turn?
That's
Shit.
your-
Okay. Cool.
Drem, you up, baby boy?
Fuck. I'm looking through stuff I can do, and none of it is helpful right now.
Right.
Brain
Use that brain blast. Do a Dremel Jimmy Neutron brain blast.
blast. I had ideas if the alligator did not go away.
Did.
Fuck, man. I mean, I'll move closer to Alder. I guess cast Dancing Lights and send it into that center where it gets really barky
Yep.
to try to see if I can see anything.
As you kind of, they start going down in about 5 to 10 feet. You just see it disappear in the murkiness. Like you see it go from a bright light to dim to just barely there to nothing.
Well, that is my action. So that's it.
Okay. Fuck. You're up, bud.
Right. Okay. Oh god, I'm gonna die. But why not?
Yeah, just you.
I'm gonna get up.
We haven't had character death yet.
Yeah. Just wait.
I think it's happening.
And now
Ding.
I'm gonna run 5 and make a dive after them
Okay.
into the water.
Into the water. Into the wild blue.
Head first.
Spray yonder. You
Being
are.
a sailor, like I've learned how to swim in
Yeah,
armor.
Do you normally swim in your armor?
I mean, like I've been knocked into the water before in armor.
You have. You've been knocked into waves before and whatnot. So you're fairly acclimated. What's your swim speed there, bud?
I don't know. How do you check swim speed?
Maybe if you
Alright.
tap on it.
High jump? Nope.
Swim
Long
speed.
jump?
400
Is,
feet per
you can-
second.
You can swim straight down at 15 feet per round if holding the equivalent of medium armor, or 25 feet per round if holding the equivalent of heavy armor, because you're fucking sinking.
So 20 feet, 25, 20.
20, yes, 20 feet of armor as you start poof, like a cannonball. So now we will move. Where are you at there, Thok?
I don't know. That's where I dived. So wherever, I'm going after the gator.
Okay. You're like, all right, you some bitch.
Do I see the gator?
That's my friend. No, you don't. As Drebel and Alder, you then see Thok go like, boom, he goes in, and it's just the two of you next to each other. As now you haven't lost just one muscle, you lost the other muscle too.
Shit.
Right.
I
Awesome.
don't see it.
Can you turn
I
into
just
a
had to mute
fish?
myself from laughing.
Honestly, I'm not too familiar with water creatures, so no.
During this conversation, I want you all to imagine what's happening down under the water, which is our alligator friend thrashing Donner around and then being as violent as possible as it goes back up. I don't know. I mean, I might turn into like a fish. As
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
yeah, what are you gonna do there, bud?
So as my action, I'm gonna use, because apparently I did prepare this and I didn't realize it. I'm gonna cast locate object on the Donner's weapon.
Okay. Which weapon? His axe? His sword?
axe.
His hand axe?
Whichever one he was just using right now, his axe.
Okay. So you determine with locate object that he is about 50 feet below you.
All right.
Woof.
And then I'm just gonna keep swimming in that direction, I guess. Like I can't, there's no more movement I can do this turn.
Okay. So, Donner, as you're down there, you do hear a splash as your lungs start to scream a little bit as this alligator you feel finally hits the bottom and just sits there with you in its jaws. Doesn't really need to do anything else.
Question.
Answer.
Has the alligator had his turn yet?
Yeah, that was his turn.
Is he still in the moonbeam? If it's just a
How-
straight shot
how-
down.
How far down does it go?
Let me look. 40-foot high cylinder. That's all it says. It doesn't say
So
where
I
it
would believe
starts.
it would be lower than that, since what is it? It's 50 feet below where Thok is, which is about 25 feet now.
Okay.
I'm like 70 feet down in a pool. Got it.
All right.
Dived, man.
No, I'm fine. I just wanted to know. Now I do.
And now it's Alder's turn. Alder, you got to use that big brain.
Yeah, it's not going to go well.
Great. Keep bestowing confidence into Donner.
Just do like me. Don't use the brain.
Just jump in, buddy. Water's
Fact says
fine.
brains are overrated.
Brains are for nerds. Wait, what?
Is there like anything else that I could see on in this
Anything-
room as like other doors or entryways or anything like that?
You see the door you came in, the two statues, and you know where the trigger is for the trap.
And he didn't give us any kind of indication as to what the trap was, right?
He didn't know what it was. It wasn't magical in nature.
Fuck. Literally have no idea because now I'm just going to kill them if I put a lightning bolt into the water.
I mean, at this point, maybe pull the trap.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Nope, but I have no idea what it'll do.
Yeah. Neither of us can get down there.
I mean, I can get down there, but I can't do anything once I'm down there. Can't do
I'm
anything
getting
that's
down
not
there.
going to...
Jump in. The water's fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's really... It's either pull the trap or jump in. So Alder's going to... He doesn't mind the water. He enjoys it. So he's going to just jump in and start swimming down.
Okay. So you start swimming 15 feet down.
Let me see what it says for my... How would I be able to tell my swim speed?
Your swim straight down is half your speed.
Well, that's bullshit, but all right.
So can he still
down.
double? Can he still like double dash essentially?
If he uses his entire turn, then he
Yeah.
can move feet down.
Yeah, so yeah, move me 30 feet down.
Just don't be in this square.
Okay. So now... Oh, we're going to have a TPK tonight. So now all three of you are in the water. And Drem, baby, it's all you alone. But it is Donner's turn. Donner, you're going to try to push the jaws open. What are you going to do, bud?
I
As your vision starts to get blurry.
would like to. I'm gonna try and push the jaws open. I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a strength check for me.
21.
21. You are able to move the jaws open as you're able to snake your way out, and you can start heading up. You would have I believe, a straight up sweep. Sorry, I'm looking at drowning.
I wonder why.
No reason. No reason.
Don't worry about it. It's not important.
Don't shut up. My dad owns a dealership.
My dad will
Go
shoot
ahead.
the pants off your dad.
He owns a dealership. So go ahead. I would say that you'll have to do another strength check to push up just to see how far you can get. And then that'll determine your breaststroke there.
That's a 7.
7. Okay. So I would say you're able to get up about 15 feet in your turn. As you start scrambling up.
Cool. That's gonna be it from me.
Drem, baby. It's all you. It's you. You're the big brain boy
Big
in
brain
the lizard temple.
All right, well, I got an idea.
What's your
Okay.
idea?
So remember that shoe knife that I have?
Yeah.
How heavy is that? Being that it's a knife, would it sink?
Arguably, it could. Hold on. Really?
Yeah. I got ideas,
Yeah,
boy.
you never gave us the stats for the shoe knife.
Yeah, I never gave the weight for the shoe knife.
I also can't find it in any of our chats.
I'm trying to find the weight of it. Hold on.
Heavy as fuck.
It's not.
It sinks immediately.
300 pounds.
Okay. It is about. Hold on. I don't like that one. Bullshit. What are you trying to do with it?
Oh, I mean, I guess I'll tell you, but that might change what you decide.
Not going to.
All right, so here's what I'm looking to do. I want to get the shoe in the water, have it sink down. Using my big brain, I would calculate how long it would take to sink to the bottom. And by my big brain, I mean you would tell me. And then I would use its ability to teleport to it.
Okay. It weighs about 1.5 pounds.
All right, that
It's
seems
kind of heavy for a knife.
It's a lady's shoe.
Yeah, but
it's
with a
with a
knife
knife
in it.
In it. That's why it's not 1 pound.
So 1.5 pounds, which is enough to sink.
It is enough to sink.
Now, how long would it take to get to the bottom? If we're looking 70 feet,
A long time.
how long?
Longer than Donner can breathe underwater, which is not long.
Okay, but I need to know how many feet per second so I can decide what else I'm going to do, because I have other moves.
Okay. Hold on.
Let's Google
Oh my
how
God.
fast does 1.5 pounds sink.
Shoe sink.
Oh, how to calculate buoy flotation in the water.
Good. Glad we found that equation.
Cool, guys. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in like 20
Yeah,
or 25
too.
minutes.
Is it the Archimedes principle?
Oh, yeah, it is the Archimedes. We use a little bit of the Socratic method as well.
Jesus Christ. What's the fucking... Hold on, I have a calculator, a buoyancy calculator.
Okay.
So this isn't seawater.
So it sinks faster.
I would say it's seawater, never mind. Fluid density, great. Volume, buoyancy force.
Who knew that D&D would turn into Science Channel?
I
I
hate
did. I did.
so much.
When Josh said I was going to play, I knew. I was like, he's going to Josh this. This is going to be a Josh thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Josh doing a thing?
Named
Just to
after
be
me?
fair, you told him to have a Jimmy Neutron brain blast, so...
Yeah, I figured he'd do something else.
Mistakes were made, my man.
You're not in my brain, dude.
Oh, he's gonna be so mad.
I don't know if this is anything. I'm just sending it. Unless you can find a better calculator for it.
Is it in the D&D chat?
I'm about to put it in it.
Okay. So this is filled out.
Best of my ability. I mean, the volume isn't going to be correct because I don't have the exact idea of what the.
I also don't know what any of this means.
Right.
That's what I was literally about to say.
Then why are you trying to?
Because I want to know how fast it'll sink.
2 feet. 2 feet.
I was going to say 2 feet per round.
2 feet per round?
Yeah.
A foot per round.
A foot per round?
A
'Cause
foot
it's
per
one
round.
shoe, it's a foot.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Then
That
that's fine.
What?
That's fine. Okay, then I'm gonna dive in.
Okay.
Just outside of the moonbeam.
Mhm.
Now, how much movement do I have having the broken leg and then also swimming?
15.
15. So 1, 2.
You're going straight down.
Then I can go
I thought you were
down
wearing-
one more.
Aren't you in heavy armor?
I'm in chainmail, so I don't know if that's medium or heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
So it's 20.
So 20.
So 20, so I get 10 feet down.
You would sink faster, yeah.
Guess I'm just holding my
Okay.
breath.
Yeah. Everyone's holding their breath. Okay,
Yep.
so is that what you did? You threw the shoe in and then you dived in after it?
No, I didn't throw the shoe in. I'm sinking down.
Okay.
All that to not throw the shoe.
I had to find out.
Fucking Christ, Josh.
Look, I don't know
Anything
how
else you
heavy
doing,
the shoe
Drem?
is.
Jeremy boy,
Nah. I think I'm just.
Come on, Drem.
Can I move the moonbeam down?
I believe you can as a bonus action. So yeah, you could start pushing it down.
All right, I'll push it down. I think I can move it up to, I believe, 60 feet.
Okay.
Yep, I can
And
move
then-
it 60 feet.
Okay, so you are, I would say you're almost down to where the alligator is because it's not from your point of view, it's from where the top of it was. Okay, Thok, it is your turn.
Okay. Do I see Donner?
Donner, you went up about 15 feet, and Thok, you were down 25. I gotta draw a fucking diagram.
You didn't think you were gonna fight underwater, huh?
No, I didn't.
Surprise.
Stupid me.
Always expect the unexpected when you're playing with the junk drawer.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is he still
Alder, where are you at? No.
I should be about 30 feet down.
Okay, so Alder's 30. Drem, where are you at?
I moved 10 feet, so probably about 10 feet down.
10 Drem, and then Thok, you're at 25, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then the
Okay.
moonbeam is 60 feet from the
Right.
surface of the water.
Got it. So, right at Donner, where you're at, you can start seeing the moonbeam. Thok with the 25. I mean, you'll have another 25 going straight down if you push. So if you do the other 25, you'll be able to start seeing Donner if you push down.
Great. I go push down first
Okay.
to the 25.
Okay.
I see Donner.
I can only see Josh right now.
Oh no. I can see Josh and Mike.
I got
Okay.
everyone except
Okay,
Mike
then-
now.
I just refreshed.
Yeah.
Okay. So as long as Josh can see everyone, we're good.
Mike's gone
Okay.
now. No,
I'll be
Mike's
back.
back.
Anyway. Okay. So now that you're 50, what are you doing?
Since I can see Donner, I'm gonna be like, time to get you the hell back up, and I'm gonna cast Water Walk on both me, Donner, and if I could see the other two, I would, but I don't know if I can see them from here.
You kind of just push forward down. I'll say that you kind of just try to shoot down. So what does Water Walk do now that you're underwater?
So up to 10 willing creatures that I can see within range.
Mhm.
The spell grants you the ability to move across any liquid surface, such as water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava, as if it were harmless, solid ground. If the target creature is submerged in the water, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per round.
Good fucking show.
Holy
We're gonna
shit.
be shooting straight up in the next
In like 2 seconds.
in like 2 seconds.
So
And-
you see Donner, you see this giant green face as Thok is like looking at you, and you see this arcane magic as Thok, it was your turn.
Yes, that was my action. And by the way, it's not concentration and it lasts for an hour.
Okay. Okay.
And as I shoot out, all you hear is, oh!
This is that butthole tightening.
It's a
Okay.
propulsion system.
It was not a tight butthole moment, but it,
Oh, it's a con save first.
No, it just
No,
happens.
I'm asking for
Moonbeam.
Dremel's boom beam.
Yeah. Con save is 16.
Okay, he got a natural 16. So I'm going to say he makes it. So what's the half damage on that?
4, 2, so 6, and 1, 7, 4.
1, 7, and 4?
No, it's just 4 points of damage. I was adding it all together and then cutting it in half.
Kidding you.
Cut.
Okay. Let's see if things happen. Donner does a 15 hit.
It's my armor class, so yeah.
Shit. Okay. So the crocodile is going to, or I'm sorry, alligator is going to bite you. I need you to make a strength save as it's going to attempt to also pull you down.
Okay. Since I'm also being projected out of the water, is this going to be an advantage?
I will give it to you.
Okay.
Tell your dice not to fuck you on this.
Don't fuck me. That is a 24.
24. Okay. How much hit points do you have? I'm just curious.
Enough?
That's not an answer.
I know.
I can look, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
72. I have 72 hit points.
Okay, then you're fine. So it made a 21 for its strength check, and you take 15 points of piercing damage as you're able to snake your way out as you are jetted up and out of the water, literally to the point of being on top of the water, where you're literally standing on top of the water, very confused and gasping for breath. So I'm going to move you back up to the...
And Thok's with me, right?
Thok, yes. Thok would be with you as well. So let me move Thok up.
So he could only he only grabbed Donner.
He only saw you two. Can you see your pieces?
Wait, he only saw. Did he see me too?
No, he did not. Because he was moving down. You were about 10 feet. He was already about 50 feet down.
All right. You said you too, so I wasn't sure who you meant.
Nope, just Donner and Thok.
Gotcha.
So can you guys see your pieces, Donner, Thok?
Yes.
Okay. It is now Alder's turn.
Would I have seen everybody race by me?
You would have seen, yes, Thok and Donner immediately shoot past you, almost like out of a cannon.
In that case, I will swim back up to the surface.
Okay.
And double dash to get as high up as I can, since I assume I can't just swim straight up right out the gate. So.
Right. Okay. So you are able to break surface, and you're able to be on top of the water. Just give me 1 sec. I'll move you.
Yep.
And then what else are you doing?
How much movement would I have left?
So moving up, you were at 30 feet swim speed. So, I mean, you wouldn't really have much because you were going back up, but I'll give you your action and spell and whatnot.
Okay. In that case, I'll use my action to just climb back out of the water.
Okay. If you want to use your extra action for just like movement.
Yeah.
Okay. And then at that point, you also see Thok and Donner are just standing on top of the water, fully drenched, and you don't see Dremel. So Donner, it is your turn as you are coughing and gasping for air, bleeding profusely from giant bite marks from your chest.
Cool. I love that. So would you be able to say, being that he lashed out at me, I would have a good idea of where this alligator is?
I mean, you'd have a general idea.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna punch the top of the sheet of water, and I'm gonna launch magic missile at 4th level at the alligator, or his last known coordinates.
Okay, go ahead. And what's the damage for that at 4th level?
It is 1d4 using in a spell slot of second level creates one more dot for each. So it's 4d4.
44. Okay,
Yeah.
and then I know it doesn't auto hit, so there's no like save or there's no hit to roll for it, correct?
Correct. And it's
Okay.
100. It can go 120 feet.
Wait.
So
But it is something you have to see though, right? What's the specification for it?
that you can see within range. Yeah.
So you would have to. I know that you know where it could possibly be, but unfortunately, with the murkiness, you also might hit Dremel as well. You wouldn't be able to go with the spell in that direction because you would need to be able to see him.
Okay. That kind of limits what I'm able to do. So instead, I will unsheath my sword and hold an attack action if the alligator breaks the top of the water.
Gotcha. That actually reminds me, Alder, the spell you were holding for when the alligator pops up. I do need you to burn that.
Burn that spell slot?
Yep.
Okay.
Since you weren't able
assumed
to
as
use it.
much.
Yeah, but you had it ready. Okay, Drem, you're up as you are inside the water about 10 feet.
So, with my conditions and my armor, what is my upward swim speed?
More than 10 feet.
Oh, it's more than 10. Well, okay. So
Like 15.
15 feet?
I'll give you 15.
Okay. Then I'll use the 10 feet to move up to the top of the water. And then
And you see Thok and Donner standing on top of the water, and you see Alder fully drenched on the side, and your head's kind of just poking up. But you don't see an alligator.
God damn, I jumped down for nothing. And I use my last 5 to just move closer to the edge.
Got my pants wet.
And then I'll use my my action to dash and actually get on the water. Or on the land.
Stone. Okay. Are you avoiding the trap?
Yeah. Knowing
Okay.
it's in that square, I'm just getting up here. And then
Got
I'll use my... I think that I have enough to stand back up.
Yeah. I would say like you were able to stand back up. That it?
Yep.
Thok, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to hold my action until the gator is within eyesight, I guess.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold to cast Bane on the gator,
Okay.
or when I can see it within 30 feet of me.
Okay. So has to make a con save. Let's see here. It rolled a 15
On Moonbeam?
So- on Moonbeam, yeah. So I need you to roll your Moonbeam damage, Josh. Or Dremel.
Okay. I'm still trying to find how that shoe works.
Oh, come on, man.
18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Okay. Oof. As you see this moonbeam kind of sizzle and pop, this massive alligator breaks the surface. It is very badly damaged. It looks fucked up beyond recognition. Bleeding profusely. Parts of it is fried as it pops up out of the water. So whoever had your opportunity of attacks, please take those now.
It needs to make a charisma saving throw.
It's got a bunch of charisma. It's a very charming alligator.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
Sweet. I missed then.
It got a 6.
Okay. So it is baned.
Great.
Is it above? So it's within 5
It's
feet of me,
broken
right?
the water. It's above, yeah.
So can I, before Bane happens, do I get polearm mastery? Because it's within 5 feet, and I'm standing up.
I would say as it's coming down, you get polearm mastery. So after Bane, yeah.
Wait, why when it's coming down?
because it would be breaking water up where it's kind of standing at that hind position where it was that yellow square.
Oh,
And then
I
as it kind of
understand.
sinks back down, then you'd be able to kind of reach out.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. It is going to do its multi. So it's going to attempt to bite Thok.
With negative D4 to all attack rolls and saving throws.
Got it. Okay. Woof. Okay. You said a negative D4.
Correct. Since it is baned.
Does a 24 hit?
Oh, fuck.
Say the words, Carlos.
Take your money, whore.
Does it hit?
Yes, it hits.
Good. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Oh, shit. I mean, my strength ain't horrible.
As you take 15 points of piercing damage. Or, I'm sorry, did I say 15 or 14?
You said
14.
15.
Okay, it's 15.
Well, my strength check is it's a not natural 20, but that puts me unconscious. So how do you want to pull that one off?
You're definitely unconscious. Okay. And then it is going to do it. So is Bane concentration?
I think it is.
Okay, so Bane is gone. As it is going to hit. I'll say it's going to whip around towards Alder with its tail.
Tight.
Sick. Not sick. Does a 15 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so you see this massive tail whip around, boom, and you're able to dodge it as it is actually the top of Alder's turn.
In this case, I am going to cast Primal Savagery on myself.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go in for an attack on this quote-unquote sumbitch.
Okay.
And does a 28 hit?
28 will hit.
Cool. Grab my dice here. So 28. That's going to be 14 points of acid damage.
Okay. To where on the alligator?
Whatever. What's closest to me? I'm assuming
Most likely-
bees.
Because the tail's whipping around, so it would be abdomen inside.
Yeah.
So you were able to bear a giant hole through this alligator as you see the life from its eyes slowly start to leave it, as the body starts to slink down into the water. And as it does so, in its jaws, you see an unconscious Thok slide, and eventually you see his arm go into the muck
I will.
as the alligator starts to fall into the water.
As that happens, I drop the stiletto right where I'm at, and I dive in after Thok.
Okay.
Would I get an attempt to be able to reach out and grab him because we were standing right next to each other?
What was that, Thok?
So water walk isn't concentration, so I think my limp body just stays floating on water.
How long does it last for, though?
An hour.
An hour of water walk on your... So...
Because like me and
Technically,
Donna
you
are
would-
just water.
You would then just see the heels or the soles of Thok's feet.
I love it.
I'm going to pick him up and kind of fireman carry him back to the land.
Okay, I need you to make a strength check there, bud.
I'm heavy.
That's not going to be great. That's an
You're-
8.
You're heavy on your own. You have a little extra weight on you, bud. It's a what?
It's an 8.
It's an 8. Cool. You don't really budge as far as moving Thok up. Thok, go ahead and roll a con save for me.
Okay.
Oh wait, you're already out. Go ahead and roll
I'm
a.
unconscious.
Okay, roll a death save for me.
That'll be by hope for show. Rolling a 9.
Okay, that is one fail.
It's a failure.
What do you guys want to do? I'm gonna give you
I'm going
a minute to think.
keep trying to dig. I'm going to try and pick him up because I can stand on the water.
You can stand on the water.
I'm still doing the same thing. So I put the stiletto on the ground, dove in to try to grab his body,
Okay.
and then I want to
As you-
use. Go ahead.
I was going to say, as you do see that half of Thok's body is in this, the jaws of this dead alligator. As he's kind of like,
Then I will do my best to pry open the jaws of the dead alligator.
go ahead and roll a strength check for me. At advantage. Because it's dead.
All right, just check. Let's see. Pretty close to both. 19.
19?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It slowly starts to crick open. It's going to give you, you might have to do it another time, but you're able to start to crick it. As Donner is pulling up and you see that he's actually getting some leeway. Alder, what are you doing?
I am helping any way that I can. It's kind of hard for me to. I really don't know what I can do at this point, aside from jump into the water. But it seems like that's going to be counterproductive because we already have people doing that.
Right.
Okay. So, in that case, he'll just kind of be helping, I guess, behind Donner if he's trying to like pull back towards where the land is. I'll just try and like help him get extra leverage while he pulls, if that's something that's possible. Based on the layout, really not sure of that, but I will carefully move over here, avoiding the trap, just in case.
Okay. Donner, go ahead and roll another strength check if you're pulling them up at advantage for me.
Modded 20.
Modded 20. Okay. You are able to pull him out. Thok is a little bit more paler than he usually is. It doesn't seem that he is breathing at the moment. As Thok, I need you to make another check for me.
Oh, he lost his internet.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What a way to lose your internet.
I know.
Lost his internet, lost his character.
He messaged in the group, so
Been a tough day.
I
It's
see
been a
it.
tough day.
I just told him to death roll.
You said death toll. Oh, you corrected it. All right.
Yeah, I'm an adult. I reread my messages.
We've been over this.
Fucking calling me out before I even get a chance to fix it.
Motherfucker.
You're fucking Karen.
yeah.
Karen over here.
Or Ken.
Or
Ken, actually.
Ken and Karen. Okay. I sent it to, we'll see what happens.
Is he
I don't
out
know.
of, he's out of the jaw now?
He is out of the jaw, but he's not breathing.
4.
Ooh, that's
Oh.
2. That's 2. Need you guys to figure out how to stabilize him.
Is it my turn yet?
It is, yes, it is your turn, Jim.
Okay. Then I will use my movement to get right back up to the surface.
Okay.
I would have seen him ripped out, knowing he's still unconscious.
Yep. And you
so-
don't see his chest moving.
As soon as I see that, I touch him and I pump in 15 lay on hands.
15. Okay.
Or if I can, just pump lay on hands until I see him breathe again.
Let me see here. Healing unconscious. Okay. So you were able to pump in 1 as he coughs up, and you see this long line of just black sludge escape his lungs as Thok is now laying on the water as if it was ground, coughing and hacking as the 4 of you have defeated the fur alligator. And we will end it there.
For alligator.
It is called the fur alligator.
That's a
I'm back
Pokemon.
just in time.
That is a Pokemon.
You lived, Thok, barely.
We got you alive.
Josh clutched, saved you.
Yeah, barely, because I rolled a 9 and a 4.
Yes, you did. Yes,
That's-
you did.
that's,
Thok was gonna die a
very
third and
bad.
final time.
Ugh,
Oh, man.
that was close.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer. Thank you for hanging out. We greatly appreciate it. Josh. Oh, Josh.
Oh, yes, I would, but my computer froze. So I will shout out the
So-
people who I know were in there. A big
My
old
dad.
yeah, a big old shout out to Mike from Florida for giving us another sub. A big shout out to Dak Attack, my friend Dakota, for giving us a sub as well.
And then we got another TV viewer, Commander Root, DivaLin07, Lurks, and Srizbot, which probably sounds fake, hanging out in the chat.
Dope. Also, if anyone watching can subscribe to our YouTube channel, we need 33 more to get an actual name. And I'm tired of looking at 6QXX4293, etc.
Sounds stupid.
I hate etc.
Me too.
Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week with an all-new episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Junk Drawer. Bye.
See ya.